back to Bruce and Stephanie Comics. My name is Bruce, and are you guys feeling the Christmas spirit right now? Those little clips cutting around the little cool things in our house, filling me with Christmas joy and Christmas spirit. It's so good. I've been in such a good mood lately. I just love it. But also, hot coffee today. Hot coffee. I was out of the cold brew, so we gotta brew some hot stuff. I do it every once in a while, but it's also New York and it's cold and chilly and windy and crappy outside. So this is the perfect remedy to make me feel ready to give you today's comic book speculation recommendation. The video where I look off into the future at final order cutoff and new comic book day of next week. But why do I do this video? I do this so this way you guys have enough time to put in your pre-orders for your final order cutoff picks, and also enough time to reach out to your local LCS and tell them, hey, I was watching Bruce and Stephanie Comics comic book speculation recommendations video. I like what he had to say. I did my own research, and I would like to pick up a couple extra copies of these books so that way I can start and make this hobby fund itself. Now, like every single week, I have two reminders that I'm going to tell you about, and these are very important, so please take me seriously when I do talk about these. And the first one is, you guys always have to do your own research. I'm going to go through all the speculation that is on FOC today, and also the couple key books on New Comic Book Day spec for next week that I like. But you guys have to do your own research. I'm just going to go over the speculation, tell you guys my thoughts, but you guys need to go check out the comic book YouTubers you trust, or the comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you guys are spending your own hard-earned money on these books. Not my money, your money. Alright guys, the second and final reminder that I have for you guys is that there are delays with comic books. Their release date or their FOC date will move because of these delays, so they will show up on final order cutoff week after week, and the same thing with New Comic Day. Sometimes they show up week after week. So I will talk about these books week after week until they are released, and I don't need to talk about them anymore. Alright guys, those are my two reminders, so let's jump in to all the books that have speculation landing on final order cutoff this weekend. Alright guys, it is time to go over all the books that have speculation landing on final order cutoff on December 12th for your DC and Scout books, and December 13th for your Marvel and all the other indie books. If you guys are new to this channel, I always start this list with all the covers that I think are cover lover worthy. Books that are worthy of picking up just for the cover and might have some speculation behind them. These are not like hardcore spec books, but these covers are so gorgeous you might want to consider picking up a couple extra copies of these covers because they are just that good. I'm gonna rapid fire because there are so many landing on the cover lover section of today's video on final order cutoff. I need to get through them all, and I don't want this video to be too long. Alright, the first book up is Catwoman number 39, the cover B, Jenny Frison. Come on, Jenny Frison has crushed all the Catwoman covers she's done. Next up is Detective Comics number 1049, the cover B, Lee Berhermo cover. Oh my god, this cover is gorgeous. Next up, Gunslinger Spawn number 4, the Matina variant. Gorgeous. Next up, X of Lies of Wolverine number 2, the Ivan Coelho cover. This cover is just so freaking cool. In my opinion, I think this could do well on the secondary market in the future. Next up, Moon Knight number 7, the Raza variant. This cover is so stinking cool. I love it. And last but not least, we have Silver Surfer Rebirth number 1, the Peach Momoko cover. I love this. I love this. I think this is gorgeous, and I will be picking this cover up. It is so stinking cool. I love it. Alright guys, that's all my cover lover books. Let's jump into all the books that have speculation coming up this weekend. Alright, compared to the last few weeks, this list actually really isn't that long. There's some DC books, one indie, and a few Marvel. Let's not waste any more time and jump into this list. First up, we have Batman Catwoman Special number 1. This is a 48-page one-shot, which is the origin of Selena Kyle's journey as a young woman entering the crime underworld. Next up, Batman the Knight number 1. This is written by Chip Zdarsky, a Batman book written by Chip Zdarsky. Awesome. This is the origin of Batman, so I guess this is before year 1, but also this is a 10-part series written by Chip Zdarsky. Love that. Next up, Catwoman number 39. Catwoman goes undercover as a stripper. That sounds terrible. Teenie Howard, what are you doing? Ramsey did such amazing things, and you're gonna have her be a stripper? Come on! Next up, Nightwing number 88. This is the debut of his new suit. Next up is Robin's number 3, the first team appearance of a group of Batman villain copycats. Next up, Geiger, the 80-page giant number 1. Someone write down in the comments below how many times this book has landed on FOC. This is an anthology of stories including a new character introduction and established character origins. Next up, Hulk number 3. Hulk travels to an alternate Earth where Thunderbolt Ross is president and has an army of gamma-powered monsters at his disposal, or command. Whatever you want to think about it. Next up, in the last book is Silk number 1. This is the first appearance of a powerful new villain and a team up with Silk and Luna Snow. Those are all the books on Final Order cutoff for this week. So, are there any books that I think you should consider picking up a couple extra copies of? Alright guys, after going through this list a few more times, there really isn't any books that I can highly recommend that you guys pick up extra copies of. But if you are going to twist my arm and I have to pick one or two, I'm going to go with Geiger the 80-page giant, mainly because this is primed to be optioned for the small screen. This has a first appearance of a new character, plus origin stories for past characters. And if this is optioned, this would be a great book to have. And if you're really going to twist that arm, I'm going to go with Silk number 1. Why? Because this is a team up with Luna Snow. Luna Snow is gathering some steam right now on the secondary market, and the first team up with Luna Snow could be good in the future if these characters do meet on the small or big screen. But really, I'm not picking up any extra copies of these books. I've already ordered my extra copies of Geiger, so I'm not doing another order. But guys, really, hedge your bets here. Do your research, and then if you guys like books, you guys let me know down in the comments below which books you are specking on. With Final Order cutoff out of the way, it is time to jump into my new comic book day picks for December 15th of 2021. Alright guys, if you guys open up the Key Collector app, you go to the Future Keys section, you go on to December 15th of 2021, you will notice there are only 20 keys. Of those keys, there are only 4 first appearances, and most of the other ones are just cover picks, which is insane. This is the fewest amount of books the Key Collector app has on the Future Keys section in such a long time since I started making this video, which is a good thing in my opinion. There shouldn't always be tons and tons of speculation, but there really isn't that much to choose from for speculation for next week. So what are the picks that I have for you guys? You guys know I'm always going to start with my cover lover pick of the week, and this week, my cover lover pick of the week is not on the Key Collector app. It's Batgirl's number 1, the Dan Mora variant. I think this cover is absolutely amazing. I'm a personal huge fan of Dan Mora. I think he does some great work, and the way he draws Batman in the Bat family is absolutely amazing. I would consider keeping an eye on that. That might do well in the secondary market and might not. That's why they call it speculation. Educated guesses. People love Dan Mora. But the one book that has some speculation behind it, which it really isn't, because again, it's just another cover spec. This is the main book for my spec this week, is The Thing, number 2, the Dan Posian variant. That cover is so cool. It's just a headshot of some character. It kind of looks like Dr. Doom, but he doesn't have a metal face. He has a rock face. Is this the villain Thing? I don't know, but this cover is really cool, and I see this cover doing really well on the secondary market. This beats out all the crappy first appearances that are coming out next week. But guys, what do you think? Is this crazy for me not to have any spec really this week? Because it really wasn't. There was weak FOC spec, really weak new comic book day spec, but I can't lie to you guys. There really isn't that much to talk about this week, but I still wanted to make a video for you guys. You guys can make decisions for yourself, because again, you guys need to do your own research. Don't always listen to people on YouTube and on websites. Do your own research. It's the only way to be a successful speculator. But guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in for this video. If you guys liked it, please hit that like button. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Hit that bell for notifications. And guys, I will have a video for you guys this Friday. It's going to be a top 10 covers for Marvel. I'm doing the Bearded Comic Bro Challenge. So I'll see you guys on Friday. But guys, have a great week. I'll see you on Friday, and have a great weekend. And guys, don't forget, holiday spirit, baby. Get in it. Christmas is around the corner. Hanukkah just ended. Let's just be happy, everyone. It's December. We're going to start 2022 with a bang. All right, guys, have a great week. I'll see you later. Peace.